Post IDs are the best way to create evergreen ads with thousands of likes, comments, and shares. Many huge brands do this to create evergreen ads, but lots of advertisers have no idea about Post IDs. So in this video, we are going to talk about the upsides and downsides of using Post IDs, but first let's cover when you should use Post IDs. It's best if you have a winning ad and you want to scale it quickly, or you want to create an evergreen ad with tens of thousands of likes, or you need to move an ad from one campaign to another without losing the social proof, the likes, the engagements, and the comments. There are upsides and downsides to using Post IDs. One of the upside that is great for social proof because these ads retain all the comments, all the likes, all the shares, and these ads are also easy to scale because you can just duplicate it using Post IDs, increase the spend. Using Post IDs, the same ad can also be tested in different campaigns. For example, a creative testing, an audience testing, and a scaling campaign as well. And then this strategy creates evergreen posts with tons of engagement. Some of the downsides of using Post IDs is after you copy it, you can't change the landing page, the ad copy. So if you made any mistake, you can no longer change it, and bad reactions can affect negatively across multiple campaigns. So if you get maybe angry emojis and then hate comments, it's going to show up on all the ads you are using across multiple campaigns. And the ad fatigue potential is also higher because you reuse the same ad across 3 campaigns maybe. So there's a chance that ad performance is going to drop faster compared to if you just used it in one campaign. So here's a practical example. This is one creative test that I've run with one of my clients. You see it has 74 engagements, 8 comments, 3 shares. So it's a great post that we can duplicate and then use. The problem is if you just duplicate the ad a regular way, it's going to lose all the engagement. But if you use Post IDs, it can retain all the engagement. So let's go to a practical example. Here's an ad set that I tested recently. I did copy testing, so you see it's the same image but different ad copies. I only spent $40 on this, but I had one winner with a 2x ROAS, $8 CAC, and a 20% conversion rate. So in my example, this was the winner. Because it had high ROAS and a good conversion rate, I wanted to scale this ad quicker. So I duplicated this into a scaling campaign. Here's my scaling campaign. And then if we go inside the ad set, you'll see I have multiple ads. And then this one is still converting well at a 5x ROAS with 2 purchases this week so far. So if you just duplicate an ad the regular way, you go duplicate, continue in the original campaign, yes. Now with the regular duplication, you have the option to change the website, to change the ad creative, and then to make changes to the primary text, headline, and description as well. But the downside is you already see if I publish this ad, it's going to have no likes, no engagements, no shares, no social proof at all. Now to duplicate with Post IDs, we need to select our winning ad, click on preview, and by clicking on the share button, we need to use the option Facebook post with comments. It's going to open a new tab, and on the new tab you need to search for the website URL. You find multiple numbers, and we are going to need the second set of the numbers. You can just double click on the numbers and then it's automatically going to select. You just need to copy, and now that we grabbed that code, we can go back, duplicate the same ad again. Let's continue. You can duplicate into another campaign, you can duplicate into a new ad set. For this example, I'm just going to do it in the original campaign. And to reflect in the ad name that is a Post ID, I just keep the regular name, but at the end, in brackets, I add the number of the Post ID. It's also helpful because in the future, you can just go to the ad name and grab the Post ID. You don't need to go inside. But the main change is going to be the ad setup. So instead of create an ad, we are going to use an existing post. Once you select this, it's going to be an empty setup. So you need to scroll down to the ad creative and enter Post ID. Here you can paste the number we just grabbed earlier and then click on the approve button. It's going to search. And there you have your post. Again, here's the Post ID, the date the original post was published, and you see the primary text is grayed out. You can no longer make a change. Here's the call to action with the website and the button. You can't change it either. On the right side, when looking at the preview, you'll see that the ad retained the original engagement. It has the same amount of likes, comments, and shares. So this is a super easy way to start scaling your campaigns. If your original testing maybe was at $20 per day, and you find a good performer, you can just duplicate it with Post IDs into a scaling campaign, which already has $200 per day ad spend. So you can ramp up the spend and get more purchases. This can be used across e-commerce and lead generation businesses as well, and I think it's an amazing strategy. Let me know if you have any questions about this. For more meta strategies, check out the link in my description, join my school community, and I'll see you inside.